Today's workout, we have 400 meter run, 30 pull-ups, 400 meter run, 18 chest to bar, 400 meter run, then 6 bar muscle ups. So this workout is purely just about getting back into pulling movements, or pull-ups in particular. Finally injury free, which means that I'm able to move to the next part of my sort of programming or next step, which is building back up my strength in both the lower body and upper body. So due to the injuries, I haven't been able to do the required work to progress in those areas. So even though I'm taking a step forward, which is really good because I haven't been able to do that in a number of months now, still not quite where I'd like to be across all areas. So this workout is purely just about improving that, getting the reps in, trying to increase volume over the next couple of months. And this is the first workout that I've been able to do pull-ups at this sort of volume, so it's going to be interesting to see how I go with it. I do have a plan. So with the pull-ups, looking at 12, 10, 8 reps. For the chest to bar, which is 18 reps, looking to do probably 2 sets, so 9 and 9. And then on the bar muscle ups, looking at 2s, but it's possible that I'll have to do it in singles, but we'll see how we go with that. Here we go. All right, definitely still getting used to the air runners. They definitely have a sweet spot, and I seem to keep coming off that sweet spot, which means that I feel like I'm sort of slowing down with the same amount of effort, which is a very odd sort of feeling. So very different from obviously running on ground, but also very different to running on a treadmill as well, because with a motor propelled belt, which is what a treadmill is, you can't slow down without obviously decreasing the speed, and with these you can be putting in the same amount of effort, but if you're not on that sweet spot, your speed will actually drop on the sensor. So I was going, I think it's either 10 or something. So I haven't paid that much attention to the speed, but I noticed it was dropping when I sort of come off that sweet spot. And this week I've actually hammered my legs quite a lot, so the hamstring fatigue was there before I even started. So I definitely noticed it a lot more. So not only are you putting in the same amount of effort but going less speed, puts more demand on the hamstrings as well. So it's interesting. They're not perfect, and I'm not suggesting that they're bad or anything like that. It's just this is only the third time I've used it, so I'm noticing these things myself. So it's interesting. But then going into the pull-ups, I stuck to the 3 sets on the pull-ups. Had to drop back on the chest bar. A number of reasons. First one is just my volume's not there, and in a close second was just managing my hands. Haven't done pull-ups in quite some time, so as you could imagine, the hands are quite soft at the moment, and I don't want to rip because I want to build consistency and volume with my pulling movements. So I want to be doing pull-ups again, not tomorrow but the next day, so in 2 days. Just strict pull-ups, maybe some ring work as well. So don't want to be tearing my hands early on, which means that I'll have to limit the amount of pull-ups that I'm doing. So that was the reason for breaking up the chest bar, and then purely just manage the hand care for the bar muscle ups. I definitely could have done 2s, 3 sets of 2. Did 2 on the first one and felt the skin moving a little bit, so decided to go with the singles. Still managed to get, I got a blood blister just in the middle. That's not going to stop me from doing strict pull-ups or anything like that, so that's fine to manage. But not bad for having done 0 bar work over the last few months. So overall, pretty pleased. Till next pod.